It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Coming in off the road, the Pelicans are back in New Orleans for this one. They're continuing to soldier on without the services of Drew Holiday.
Kevin, it certainly looks as though he's going to miss what's left of the regular season, but he very well could be back for playoff action.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court right now for the Spurs. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Parker in at the point.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. Typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
It's rebounded by New Orleans. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position, trying to come away with a road win.
Now here's Parker, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Parker passes to Aldridge. Here's Dedmon, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam? I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Back to Parker. It's stolen by Frazier. Feeds it to Hill. Can't get it to go. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
And that one's good.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Frazier kicks to Davis. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Here's Dedmon, following the score by New Orleans. Frazier with it. He's picked up by Parker. In the corner, it's Stevenson. Here's Cousins. And that misses. That would have put him up.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Parker drives in, and Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. The three from Leonard. Aldridge inside. He's guarded by Davis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and two shots coming up. San Antonio shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Green kicks to Parker. Back to Green, and stolen by Cousins. Frazier with it. He's picked up by Parker. Frazier dishes to Cousins, and the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Frazier outside. Pass to Cousins. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Parker outside. Outside Aldridge. No good from outside. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Frazier kicks to Cousins. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Cousins has got 8 points.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Parker passes to Aldridge. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with New Orleans head coach. I asked him what they needed to key in on defensively, and he said, well, we've got to limit penetration by Tony Parker. He's really the, quote, head of the snake, and with his floater, he doesn't need to get all the way to the rim to score. It's crucial that we do our best to keep him outside the lane. Guys, that's no easy assignment. We'll see how much success they have defensively.
Thanks again, Doris. The Pelicans making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. Pau Gasol is checked in for San Antonio. Ginobili comes in for Green. Frazier kicks to Davis. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And he gets it to go. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Ginobili with the ball. Now guarded by Stevenson. Stevenson against Ginobili. Stolen by Tucker. He dishes it to Stevenson. From the baseline. And Frazier with the basket on the assist from Stevenson. And an important part of every team's game, we'll look at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Here is Frazier following the score by Tony Parker. Frazier dishes to Davis. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Tries from 10, and the jumper falls for him. Davis has got his 3rd basket of the night. The Spurs have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Parker passes to Ginobili. He kicks it to Aldridge. He feeds it to Parker. The Spurs working the ball around now. No good from Gasol.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Some changes for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Cousins. The natural comes in for Davis. And it's Pondexter in for Lance Stevenson. Now here's Parker. He had 10 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Frazier outside. Passes to the natural. The feed to Pondexter. They set the pick. The pass to the natural. Just 5 to shoot. For the 3. Pondexter. No good.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
And here comes the break. Here's Tucker. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch, and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold, the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Lee's checked in for Aldridge. Carter comes in for Leonard. And it's D in for Parker. Stolen away. Here's Pondexter. He's covered by Murray. Frazier outside. Poked away. Ginobili with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Now here's Frazier. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. The natural, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Pelicans have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
He hits both from the stripe. Spurs trail by 3. 1:04 left to play in the first. Now Murray. Clock at 6. Here's Carter. Rebounded by Tucker.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, +5. As you mentioned, that didn't take very long, did it?
For 3. They get it back. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Ginobili gets to Gasol. Here's Lee. The 17-footer goes down.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Here's Pondexter. He's covered by Ginobili. Pondexter with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And Frazier with the basket on the assist by Pondexter. Frazier's got his second basket of the night.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him.
And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds.
A lot of face-up, like.
Well, I'll tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For San Antonio, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Vince Carter. Pelicans leading by 6. And Stevenson kicks to Cousins. Pass to Pondexter. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Spurs shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Leonard against Hill. Right side, Leonard. Hill with some nice D. And so here is New Orleans. 6-point game. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Another one falls for New Orleans. Here's Murray. Outside Leonard. Dishes it to Dedmon. Kicks it out to Leonard. There's a screen. Inside. Shot clock at 5. Again, Leonard missing. Pelicans leading by 8. To the wing on the left. Here's Pondexter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
Stevenson dishes to Cousins. Leonard with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he can't get the first one. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And San Antonio with the change here too. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Lee.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Leonard on the wing. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And defensively, guys, he was just all over the place, forcing turnovers and applying terrific ball pressure. No doubt he's... struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
"17-foot shot on the way. Aldridge. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Spurs making a switch here. Parker's shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Ashe, the pass to Pondexter. Hill kicks to Ashe. And that time, also a missed shot.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them. Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their...
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Dedmon kicks to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Now here's Cousins. He's got 10. Kicks it to Hill. Right wing. And here is Pondexter. The dish to Ush. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from DeMarcus Cousins.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Dedmon dishes to Aldridge. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Aldridge has got the lead up to 3 now for San Antonio. And Stevenson kicks to Ashit. Leonard with the steal. Feeds it to Parker. Back to Leonard. Spurs passing it around. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 5-point Spurs lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And that one's good. Parker.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Pass to Pondexter. Screen by Cousins. There's the pick. Hill kicks to Pondexter. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front. They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Out to the right wing. Outside Hill. Screen by Cousins. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Hill. And nothing is falling for him right now. Now Leonard. He's got 9. There. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Leonard's got 11 points.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
and hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And, guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans, Alexis has checked in for Usher. The Natural comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Hill. And it's Frazier in for Quincy Pondexter. Here's Frazier, and he gets it to go. Frazier's got 6.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal, and then excellent transition offense.
And really, it all stems from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
It's tipped. They retain possession. Aldridge can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Stevenson passes to Ajinça. Ginobili with the steal. Good D by Stevenson.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close. Their free throw attempts have really fallen off here in the second quarter. Not as aggressive.
They're settling. They've got to keep getting the ball inside. Create some balance offensively.
Parker with a clean look. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. 14 points for Tony Parker.
You know, it looks like they've recalibrated their approach away from trying the three ball.
Yeah, they started out a little slow from out there, trying something different now.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Pelicans shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Free throw good, Frazier. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. Ginobili outside. Six to shoot. Oh, wide open look for Gasol. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Stevenson's got his 4th rebound in this one. That's good. And now it's just a 4-point Spurs lead.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Okay.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Taking 2 shots. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Ginobili. The shot will not go. And the first.
Yes, guys, I'm here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, a stellar first half for Tony Parker. He had 14 points and 1 assist. His opening period tonight, right on par with his performance last game out, which was... All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
We saw some good action from Tony Parker. He has 14 points and 1 assist.
On the court for San Antonio. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Dedmon in at the center position. Spurs leading by 3. Parker with it. And there's the foul. It's on Tim Frazier. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Leonard with a screen on Davis. Dedmon. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Here's Leonard. Hill pulls it in. Pelicans trail by 5. Frazier with it. He's picked up by Parker. Screen by Cousins. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And that one's good. Parker.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Leonard having a good one. He's got 11 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Green against Stevenson. He dishes it to Cousins. To the middle. Here's Davis using his post moves to get the 2 points. Davis has got 8 points.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Down low. Here's Aldridge. The second chance effort. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Davis sets a screen, and the call will be against Tony Parker. That's foul number 2 for him. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson.
Quincy Pondexter.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. Let's take this chance to go to the 2K leaderboard and display the best free throw shooters of the second half of the season. In the 3rd position, Tony Parker. The 4th spot held by Kawhi Leonard.
Both of these guys have been simply fantastic from the free throw line. That little midseason rest did wonders for their confidence.
Here's Aldridge. And he overshot that one, missing. Pelicans trail by 7. Pondexter dishes to Davis. Here's Cousins. That is no basket. This number 3, he has made 11. For San Antonio. They've gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter, 50% from the field. They set the pick. Leonard attacking. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Parker kicks to Dedmon. He feeds it to Aldridge. To the paint. And he slams it one-handed.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
He's really lacking in confidence out there. 0 field goals made so far in this game. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
Some changes for New Orleans. The natural, he's checked in for Cousins. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Quincy Pondexter. Here's Tucker. 5 points in the game. Frazier kicks to Davis. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Hill, a screen on Parker. Davis sets a screen. Frazier the pass to Tucker. Clock at 6. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And the Spurs making a change here. Pau Gasol's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Lee comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Green. And it's D in for Tony Parker. Now here's Frazier. He's covered by Murray to the left side wing. Frazier outside. Pick up by Hill. Frazier dishes to Tucker. Good. Great play set up by Frazier. Frazier's got 5 assists tonight.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
There's a good screen. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And how about the numbers here for Anthony Davis? He's averaging about 19 points per, 9 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
Defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed. That's why he's the team's leading scorer.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for New Orleans. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Ginobili's checked in. Frazier kicks it to Tucker. Back to Frazier. To the inside. Ajinça. The shot is off. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball. That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Ginobili outside. Outside for Gasol. It's stolen by Ajinça, and here comes the break. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Frazier.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
It's Ginobili with the drive. Lee, a screen on Hill. Ginobili gets to Lee. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Here is Frazier. He's got 14 inside. Ajinça with the bucket.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And that one's good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pelicans trail by 9. There's a screen. Frazier the pass to the net. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. Now here's Frazier. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. 5 on the clock. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. San Antonio with the rebound. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
On the wing, Stevenson. Shoots from the corner. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Here's Ginobili. It's hauled in by Frazier.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Stevenson. Jacks up a 3. And Frazier with the basket on the assist from Stevenson. Stevenson's got assist number 5 here tonight. San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Omer Asher, he's checked in for the natural. Stolen by Stevenson. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Frazier outside. Screen by Asher. Back to Stevenson. Fires it up. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Stevenson's got his third bucket of the night. Spurs leading by 6. And here is Ginobili. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. He kicks it to Gasol. Picked by Lee. Shot clock at 6. He took good advantage of that screen. Gasol's got his second bucket of the night.
Lee with a solid pick that time.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Frazier. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Frazier's got 7 points here in this quarter. Now Ginobili. Picked by Lee. Ginobili kicks to Lee. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Misses the 3. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Here's Murray. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Lance Stevenson is out there with Frazier. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Tucker in at the 3 slot. That's the Pelicans 5. Murray dishes to Aldridge. And right on target. Good. Aldridge has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Spurs. Now here's Frazier. He's covered by Murray. Screen by Cousins. Frazier the pass to Stevenson. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And really credit their advantage on the backcourt. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
San Antonio leading by 8. And then Carter with the dunk.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did. Seemed to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the Pelicans making a change. Hill's checked in. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Murray, good. And now a 12-point San Antonio lead.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Stevenson drives in, and it's set. Back by Aldridge. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Frazier with it. Here's Stevenson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Parker's checked in for San Antonio. All free throws good from Lance Stevenson. Spurs leading by 10. Parker kicks to Carter. Back to Parker. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And Davis sends it back. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Aldridge dishes to Carter. Pull from the top of the key. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Frazier with it. He's picked up by Parker. That's tipped. Parker with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Gasol. That is good. And the Spurs lead by 12. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Over that last break, I listened to the Pelicans head coach address his team. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We got to wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Thanks, Doris.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Parker's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 14. Tipped away. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 17 points for LaMarcus Aldridge. For New Orleans, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Frazier. And it's sent back by Aldridge. They recover it. San Antonio leading by 16. Parker drives in, and the wide open shot from Green. Nailed from three-point.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting at 50% in a decent groove. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. And the rejection by Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. That's a 2 from Parker. Cans the shot from the wing. And the Spurs lead by 21.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Aldridge with a screen on Frazier. Parker passes to Aldridge. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
We've seen LaMarcus Aldridge getting it done. He's got 10 rebounds, and what a terror he's been, rejecting shot after shot.
Clark, he has owned the paint. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 19-6 run. There's the pick. Here's Green. Back to Aldridge. 6 on the shot clock. And Davis sends it back. And they get it back. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's foul number 2 for him. The Spurs making a switch here. Frazier kicks to Stevenson. Cousins inside, working on Lee, and again it's DeMarcus Cousins.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And here's Anderson for 3. Can't hit. And New Orleans will come the other way. Now here's Frazier. Down low, Cousins, and that one is stuffed right through.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And the jam by David Lee.
Just too dominant in the low post to let him have the ball in that close.
Really simple opportunity for him. I mean, that's his bread and butter there.
D's checked in for Parker. Pelicans trail by 17. Stevenson drives in. Hill has the open look. That ball. High speed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got 6 assists in the game. Now Murray. They set the pick to the paint. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Frazier outside. Down low, here's Davis. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? He has 15 points and 3 denials. He's been an intimidator down low. Even if a shot gets over him, he's pulling down the board.
And Clark, he's just in a total zone right now. We talk about zones for shooting. This guy is in a zone in terms of controlling the paint. And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead. You know, even though he's bite-sized compared to the big man on the floor, he's done some really tall work on the board.
Hill dishes to Davis. The quick look, no good that time. Spurs leading by 15. There's the feed to Simmons. The shot, no good. Nice D from Frazier. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Stevenson outside, fires from deep. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight. That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
The Pelicans shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth.
Pelicans call timeout.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Coach can't be pleased with their inconsistency on the defensive glass. They've been caught taking pictures out there. They're watching, as opposed to getting in there and securing the orange.
On defense, San Antonio. They lead by 17. Frazier kicks to Davis. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That free throw missing.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Spurs leading by 16. And here's Anderson. Screen by Lee. Anderson kicks to Murray. Fires the three. Good.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
From 20 feet out. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
To the paint. And the rejection by Cousins.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for San Antonio.
Mark, looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch this team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
And they took control of this season series matchup from the get-go, making every play they needed to en route to winning all 4 of their games this year against the Pelicans.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Aldridge. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
And Davis can't get it to go.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Frazier outside. Now the pass to Davis. To end the run. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
Pondexter with it. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge.
When LaMarcus Aldridge gets rolling, it's always going to be a tough night for the opposing team. He's about as complete as you can get on the low block. And there are...
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.